Timed reading steps, homework, step 5. Answer all 5 questions throughout the week and underline where you found the answer in the text on the front. The answer to number 5 needs to be written in a complete sentence. Writing a retell is not required. I will now read my questions and underline important information in the question and look for the answer. What is the main idea of this story? Main idea means some of these will be details in the story, but what was the whole story about? Manta rays eat only very small fish. I don't remember that. Manta rays are not as frightening as they look. That's a maybe. Manta rays make loud noises with their fins. I remember that too. Which one was the whole story about? It was all about how they are not as frightening as they look. These two were small details. Number 2. What animal is in the same family as the manta ray? The bat, the sardine, the shark. Well, let's go be sure. I think it's shark, but let's go find out. I'm going to be looking for the words about the family. Ooh, same family. The devil ray comes from the same family as the shark. I was correct. That's the answer to number 2. I underlined and put my question number, which makes my answer C, the shark. What does, oh, there's that word I struggled with, but I know it's harpooned, mean in this story? Stabbed with a spear, killed with a gun, tamed by sailors. Let's go find this in the selection and see what makes sense. There it is. Sailors used to tell tales of boats pulled by a ray that had been harpooned. The ray had been stabbed with a spear. Maybe it could pull a boat. Killed with a gun. Well, if it was killed with a gun, it couldn't pull a boat. Or tamed by sailors. Well, if it was tame, it could pull a boat. But I don't think that harpoon means they were taming the ray. So I think it's A, stabbed with a spear. So I will go put a number 3 right there. Number 4. What is true about manta rays? They are real killers. They do not hurt people. They can fly as well as they swim. I don't think they can fly. So let's go find out. Are they real killers or do they not hurt people? Pearl divers believed that rays would hold them under the water and eat them. Sailors used to tell tales of boats being pulled by them that had been harpooned. The most frightening thing that the ray does is to make a loud noise. So if that's the most frightening thing that it does, it probably does not kill people. So I'm going to put a number 4 right here. It does not hurt people. And finally, why were sailors afraid of manta rays? Well, I know it told the story about them pulling the boats. So it says stories have been told about the devil rays. Sailors used to tell tales of boats pulled by a ray that had been harpooned. Divers would believe the ray would hold them underwater and eat them. So I'm going to write about sailors. Sailors were afraid of manta rays because of, now the sailor one, sailors used to tell tales of boats pulled by a ray that had been harpooned. So that is number 5. Stories about boats being pulled by harpoon